In this video, we're going to cover extrude. So I've got a cube here, and we need to teach you another thing before we get into extrude called modes. So I can right click and I can change its mode. I can be in object mode, edge mode, vertex, or face. Those are the four we're going to cover right now, and you will use them often. So object mode is when you're in selecting just the object. Pretty obvious. Edges are what comprise between vertexes. So we're going to actually select the edge of the object, and it is where two faces of a polygon meet. I can right click, I can go to vertex mode. I can actually select the vertexes. Again, we can also select faces. So to explain a little bit about it, a vertex is just a point in space. An edge is two vertexes connected. And a face is at least three edges together with appended face in between. Notice we have the append tool, makes polygons. Early trick here. So if we were to go to object mode and extrude, kind of does all of them, right? What it's doing is extruding all of the faces. And I could grab the arrow here and move it out, and it does some pretty weird stuff. But I can move it out based on its normals. Now this isn't really giving me what I want. And as we get further into the modeling class, that'll kind of explain itself. However, what I do want you to know is you can extrude an object, but what we're going to do most of the time, especially when we're getting started, is we're going to go to a face, select a face, hit extrude. It's going to pull polygons out. Now, as soon as you move it, it moves the polygons, but as soon as you hit that extrude button, it made them. They were just all stacked together. So every time you hit that extrude button, you need to move the faces. If you don't, you will end up finding out that it makes for pretty messy, hairy things. And this can make problems. I'm going to try and create a problem right now. There we go. Start to see things exploding there. And that just kind of happens. When you see something like this, more often than not, you're going to have to restart your project. And while that may be painful, it's going to help you best because you just need to learn. It's one of the methods that I found helps people out the most. It's just kind of going through that painful process of having to learn what causes these issues, where the problems lie. And so it's a sad and painful part of all this, but it does really help you, and I promise. So again, we can unfold this and kind of get it out from here, but for the most part, this is a mess. Select it all, delete it, let's make a new one, create polygon primitives, cube, scale it up. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this face here. I'm gonna hit the extrude button, pull it out. What I want you to do is try and practice with that extrude button. See if you can go ahead and extrude along and select these two and extrude along. And see if you can spell out your name in simple block shapes. So this right here is a U, and if I wanted to make a W, I would extrude this out and extrude it out again, and then select this and extrude it out again, and I get a W. Now let's sit here and try and make a new one. If your movement's kind of giving you some weird like focus, you can focus in on the object you're looking at by hitting F, and then now you'll find yourself to having a slightly more manageable camera movement. Try spelling out, your initials or maybe just your first name and have some fun. Great. I'll see you in the next video.